What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, today I want to talk about three separate coins, including Chainlink, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, and the patterns which had played out to yield some excellent targets, excellent gains. Guys, I want to show you guys how to take the new trades, which could be coming pretty soon on your favorite exchange. And if you guys don't know who I am yet, I'm a professional leverage trader and instructor, and I make my living day trading cryptocurrencies with some serious efficiency, guys. If you want to discover your financial freedom, head right over to the student program and get signed up. It is literally just a click away. Links are below. And guys, there is no time to waste. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. And guys, I am going to dive right into the price action. And for those of you who want the little bit of an additive edge, guys, head right over to my socials and follow me, because I literally change the color of my eyes which way I'm leaning in the market on the Bitcoin price. For instance, I put green laser eyes, and guys, you go over to Bitcoin right here, and guys, we've been moving up even ever since I changed my eyes right here, guys. When I see these indications play out, I give you guys the early warning over on my Twitter. Make sure you're following me on my socials, and guys, if you want specific coin requests, you've got to become a member. All right, guys, so we're going to start out with Chainlink today. I actually don't have too much time. I got a lot going on. I have a zillion partnerships to keep up with at this point, and a litany of students to attend to, guys. Lots of responsibilities at this point. And guys, remember, if you want to get involved in really learning how to trade and take your finance into your own hands, guys, the opportunity is something like this is just not something you're going to see every day. So just jump on it while you can. This is not something we'll be doing forever. So for instance, we're going to start with Link right now. And guys, I already have this one drawn out for you guys, a nice symmetrical triangle here, and the indication plays right up into it. Stoch was even overloaded many times through the upward movements as it passed through. Many volume indications as well. And guys, if you haven't learned patterns within patterns, that's what the student program is for. There is no time to go over all the specifics at this point. But in essence, think lots of wedge theory, think lots of barbell theory. Okay, guys, lots of different indication plays that you could use to actually make this a reality for yourself. But let's just talk about the EMAs even for brief right now. For instance, having a major crossing of the EMA is right here. Okay, the Stoch completely overloaded, and then a solid move up and a breakout of the pattern, guys. Very textbook stuff, very easy, and many other indication plays you could have used to combine into it. So let's just even check the Bollinger Bands. Nice barbell theory playing out. The consolidation and then the widening right there, guys. That's the one we want to curl all single day. All right, every single day. That's one we can get. Okay, whenever you see that consolidation, expect a move, and if you see the Stoch unloaded or overloaded, you guys can expect a movement to prior. And then notice the volume dip right before the volume rise, guys. It's textbook stuff. It happens all the time. For instance, right now, even on this coin, we are getting that consolidation to the right now. For instance, look at the bands tightening up. Movement will come pretty soon. Notice the Stoch unloaded, maybe a pass back through. A little bit of bearish sentiment right now here. Okay, short term, super short term. Understand, guys, as you move through the time frames, for instance, crossing the road, the increments of time are extremely relevant to the price action movement in its current time frame. Okay, so like if it's a bigger time frame, the move will take longer to get to its projected target, for instance. Then on the smaller time frames, much quicker movements, much faster response time. You guys get the idea, okay? If you're looking to make fast trades, 15-minute 5, but remember, always cross the road. Always start at the biggest time frames and go down, and then back for confirmation, and then enter the trade, okay? All right, that's what I'm looking at in Link. And then let's just zoom out real quick so we can get the bigger picture of what's going on here. Okay, and guys, quite simply, I mean, we're not out of the woods here. We made a big rise up right here into the beginning of September, okay? Touched some major resistances here, but now we are walking down, okay? We need to put in an equal high and start to break this trend to get out of here, guys. That's exactly what we need to have happen. We do not want to see this roll over one more time and be retesting right around here, which is major supports, guys. Sorry about that crappy line, but you get the idea. Just draw a line through as many touches, guys. We've been through this 1,000 times. Okay, guys, this is easy stuff. Now, with what we have right here, just in simplicity, you're going to see this over even Ethereum and Bitcoin. All these coins look pretty close, actually. For instance, let's just draw a channel right now, because we don't have a clear pattern playing out. For instance, there could be a little double top. It could be a head and shoulders. Yeah, guys, I see that, okay? I'm just saying, let this form out a little bit before we jump to our conclusions here. Let's see what actually plays, because something more could be a foot here, okay? So, for instance, this could develop a little bit more. We could end up seeing a symmetrical. We could see more things playing out, but right now it does look like a head and shoulders, okay? For instance, right here, okay? Shoulder, the head, possibly a shoulder forming out in a very clear point of support. Let's see if that plays out. But if not, guys, play the channel and wait for another pattern to develop, and that will be your line of attack over on Chainlink, okay, guys? But in simplicity, when we're talking about big time frames, we got to put in some higher highs moving forward to get out of this short-term downtrend. But we're basically retesting reverse pressure right now, okay? Like, actually, we're a little through it. We're a little through it, guys. That's good news. Okay, so we're, good signs, but still a little downtrending. Need a little bit more good volume to come in. The one good thing that we have playing for us on the bigger time frames here is the Stotch is loaded up with a crossing. Okay, guys, so this one you're going to have to feel out and watch as it goes, play the indications, and cross the road, quite simply. All right, guys, let's move over to Ethereum here. Okay. Now, this one I've been talking about for a while, and almost a very mimicking situation. You guys are going to notice this right away. Okay, so for instance, we did have a descending wedge here and a channel as well. Depends what you want to call it, guys, but I like to use what's called wedge theory a lot. And if you're not familiar with what that is, that's what the student program is for. Join as soon as you can. But let's just talk about the patterns that we used right here to actually make these trades. So for instance, something I was talking about with a couple students the other day was the indication crossing of the 7 and the 20. Very textbook stuff. Easy one right there. Notice the Stotch loaded up. Notice the slight decrease in volume right prior to the move, guys, and a nice little indication play through in. Nice little triple bottom right here. Okay, guys. Notice a lot of support. You could have basically even drawn a line straight through there, guys. That's a nice one. Okay. Play those pattern buys. As soon as you establish many forms of support, play that pattern buy. Put that stop loss in, you're good. Easy money all day. And when you get up into profit, bump that stop loss up so that way you never lose, guys. That's how I keep my win ratio so high. I protect myself in every way. And even when in bad positions, I know when to turn off my stop loss and try to move, wait for that position to get close to liquidation, double down, really pay attention. You can even lower your leverage on some exchanges, guys. There's so many ways to tackle the market. The reality is if you guys just aren't making those gains, you have to learn how to do it. Reach out and learn if you're not making it, all right? Now, guys, okay, so you see that right there. Notice also the key point of resistance there, lining up with the symmetrical. And, guys, I actually just played this one as a symmetrical. I took the indication play. I wish I would have caught the pattern. I mean, I had so many opportunities, but to be honest, guys, I was just busy. I didn't have the time. Okay, time is extremely relevant to making these trades a reality, guys. If you're not locking in the time, you're not making the trades. It's that simple. Students, if you're watching this, if you're new, understand you've got to lock the time in. Okay, you've got to lock the time in to make this reality. You can't just spend 15, 20 minutes a day looking at the charts and expect to pick this up. This is a whole new language. This is a whole new profession for you. Take it as seriously as you can. This is about making money. Okay, so same thing though. Notice the target breakout of the symmetrical. Okay, we're going to take the measurement right here from the back, okay, to the point of breakout. And guys, look how nicely that target lined up. And then we're running into a lot of resistance right there. Now, again, almost a head and shoulders right here. I mean, it's very close, very clear point of support. That being said, I'm kind of just playing this as a channel right now, kind of waiting for maybe another movement to happen because the Stotch is loaded up. All right, we're on the 4 hour here. Let's just go to the 1 hour probably in the middle. I don't know, we're coming down actually. All right, so this is what I mean. We kind of got to let this play out a little bit. This is going to kind of go sideways a little bit. Notice the decrease in volume is starting to happen. That means kind of just a sideways movement, guys, just in simplicity and maybe even a retesting of the 100, okay? Once that retesting of the 100 happens, watch for the volume to come into the market. Watch for the Stotch to be overloaded, okay? Now, aside from that, play the resistances and supports, and if a clear pattern forms out, then play it, okay? And I'm sure a couple students are jumping out with some stuff. Guys, understand, when you're further along in your programs, you guys see a lot more than a lot of people just watching. We got to try to get them to a place where they can understand every little thing. Now, for instance, that's what I'm looking at there, and then play your patterns within patterns to make the indications play really jump out. You guys make this trade a reality for yourself on your favorite exchange. And let's just zoom out real quick and look at the big picture. Now, here's where we're almost just like Chainlink here, but for instance, walking down and barely walking down. I mean, we're close to that top right there. That's really close. And I think that's the relevance there, guys. We get a little bit more bullish sentiment. We break out here. That's extremely bullish for Ethereum. We can seriously see some really high times. I mean, breaking 4,000, an all-time high, could be just obvious pretty soon. It was like 4,400. You get the idea. Ethereum is going to have its day. Guys, these coin prices are extremely cheap. Think back to Bitcoin at these prices. You guys would be foolish not to buy into these coins. And yes, there's going to be new big coins someday, of course. But right now, it's still Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, Chainlink, and guys, I could go on and on. Okay, these big coins are running the show, and yes, all of the individual projects have individual occurrences and happenings within, but guys, that's not the point. These guys lead the pack. These guys die, something else has to take its place, and it needs to have good economics, good following, good everything. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, all these coins have that. Okay, understand what we're talking about here. Ethereum as well. All right, so that's exactly what I'm looking at, guys. We need a little bit more bullish sentiment here, but notice even on the bigger time frames here, the stodge is loaded up. So maybe we'll be breaking out of here. A little bit bullish times here. Play this one accordingly. Wait for a nice clear pattern to play out, or just play the resistances or support of the channel. Guys, let's jump over to Bitcoin. And guys, you can notice a lot of similar things. Okay, I actually diced this one up pretty good for you guys over the last few weeks. And guys, if you're in the student program, you know what you're looking at already. And if you're not in the student program, guys, these are all trades. These are all trades all over the place. I want you to understand, you know, trading for a month is probably like your whole year of work, even if you're trading with small funds. Guys, this is extremely volatile. Understand we make money in the volatility. That's what's extremely important here. Try to understand just how much you can make if you understand what to do. It's huge. All right, guys, let's just start on the 1 hour for right now. Actually, no, wait, hold on. Let's start on the 4 hour. And notice, guys, we're kind of creeping up. So Bitcoin looking a little bullish here. Right? We have a flipping of the major EMAs in the 4 hour. That's really good. All right, now let's start on the 1 hour. I just didn't want to have to come back to that later. And guys, what's kind of interesting about this right here is this pattern. For instance, we had a brief moment of overbought territory. We retested the 100. I was telling my students, watch, we're going to retest the 100 because we keep doing it religiously. And when upon a breakdown and retest, it happens every time. Notice the stotch overloaded there. So we ran into a lot of support. It was like it was being held up. Okay, it was like it was being held up. And then the bounce and then the crossing right through. Look at that move back up. Okay, now check this out. The support, or the resistance, excuse me, the resistance, you can just extend it right through and call this a brief moment of overbought territory. Let's just keep this rolling, okay? This is still in play, okay? Watch for this to be broken in simplicity, guys, okay? If the support is broken, look for a short, ride it down to the 100, ride it down to the 200. Use wedge theory as a premise for target acquisition, okay? Same thing with the resistance. We break resistance, look for a long. Again, take the measurement from the back, okay? Take it to the point of breakout, okay? Put it right up here. And guys, you'll see, just look at how that lines up with the trend. This is good. Bitcoin's looking decent right now. We've had a flipping of the EMAs. This is some bullish sentiment, guys. That means I'm kind of leaning bullish. Okay. That being said, guys, the stotch is unloaded. Okay. It might look for another loading opportunity at the bottom. For instance, the 55 right here. If you're looking just for a little dip buy, looking for a little long, that's where I'd be looking for it. Otherwise, guys, you're probably already in an aggressive short right here. Okay. It's exactly what I'm looking at in the Bitcoin price. And guys, that's all the time I have for today. Just some excellent times in cryptocurrency. And my gosh, guys, if you aren't making these gains, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to your families to sign up for the student program. Until we're not at 100% success rate, which means not one student has lost money through our program that I know of, I'm going to keep really trying to get you guys to join. I'd be doing you a disservice not to. Someday, someone will lose money, I'm sure. You know, somebody will make some bad trades back to back to back and go negative. I don't think that's happened yet. And you know what, guys? With so many people dedicated to their financial freedom and really pushing forward, really working hard, it's the ones who, you know, come week to week to week to week to week to do their homework, grind straight through. I mean, my gosh, they're the ones making some serious money. And I could only share stories, but guys, I mean, they talk plenty in my chat. You know, reach out to them. They'll literally put a little matrix thing next to them. Half of them are members at this point as well. And guys, it's just incredible. Like, watching them make life-changing gains was even more rewarding than me making a lot of money, which I never knew I would feel that way even. But my gosh, the amount of reward I'm getting seeing people change their lives is actually quite biblical. And I'm very happy that I started the student program. I could not be happier. Seeing you guys really light up on the other side of that screen has been a core place of happiness even for me. My gosh, guys, if you're just not making these gains, the student program is right here. I mean, we're undercutting every college that's out there. And you know what? With the way I look at the market, I mean, it's just better. I don't know. You know, I've had people from trade schools come in. I've personally never been to one. But I've had people come in from them and they say they weren't making it there. They were spending a lot of money And guys, that's the problem with our society today. It's not made for everybody to make it. It's made for the big to line their pockets and everyone else to kind of struggle at the wayside, accepting their fate, so to speak. And guys, I just see straight through that. Guys, if I can give you guys financial freedom for under $10,000, I mean, my gosh, you owe it to yourself to do this. Imagine not having to go to someone to ask them questions about your finance in less than a year. Taking your entire family or even just your finance into your own hands and really discovering the freedom that it takes to see your future. Guys, I see my path clear. A lot of people are running around saying you can't predict where the market's going. Oh man, what a world. There's so many people that just don't know what they're doing, shilling crap. And it's a shame. Guys, my gosh, I just see it. I see it. I understand the indication plays. I understand the new ways to look at the pattern and pattern analysis and target projection in combination with volume. My gosh, guys, it's just a lot of fun. Making money should be fun. I see all these memes, like the guy screaming at the computer and really in a struggle. And, I've had my rough times, but not like that. I mean, my gosh, I think the most I ever lost was getting scammed, but other than that, maybe $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 in a trade loss, nothing big, nothing massive. And guys, my gosh, I wish I had a teacher. It seemed like almost everybody wanted to keep the information to themselves. I couldn't be happier to give you guys this gift. So if you really want to discover financial freedom, reach out to us today at bitcoindestor@gmail.com. My buddy Mitch will be happy to send you your onboarding email, or you can head right over to the website and get signed up. Links are below. And guys, just remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.
Audio Jungle.